Write this down. Broke is not a bank balance. Broke is a system with holes. Don't get quiet tonight. Take a deep breath. If your life is a bucket, some of you have been shouting at the faucet while ignoring the cracks. You don't have a money problem. You have a management problem. I came to confront your system, not your salary, because systems leak when stewardship is absent. This session is not inspiration, it is inspection. We are conducting a kingdom audit checklist. Everybody say inspect it. Say it again. What you don't inspect, you cannot correct. You have been rebuking the devil while approving the debit. You have been binding the spirit while auto-renewing the leak. That's not spiritual warfare. That's spiritual wishful thinking. You cannot cast out what you refuse to count. Hear me. Money is attracted to management. Increase follows order, not emotion, not noise, not tears, not long prayers, without stewardship. God will never give you what you pray for. He will only entrust what you can manage. That is why some of you have testimonies of overflow on Sunday and overdraft on Tuesday. Heaven is not confused. Your system is. So tonight, I'm going after the holes. The reason they have power is because they are silent. They hide inside habits that feel normal. Leaks don't announce themselves with sirens. They slip in under convenience, under kindness, under just this once, under I deserve it. We will expose 7 of them. We will name them. We will seal them. Everybody say, seal the leaks. Let me provoke you. If your bathtub is open at the drain, it doesn't matter how hot the water is or how full you turn the tap, you will still sit cold. That is your household right now. You're working, you're earning, you're pouring, and the tub is mocking you. Not because God is unfair, but because order is cheaper than chaos and more powerful than hustle. Money respects managers. Write this down. Broke is a pattern, not a paycheck. Broke is a culture of unreviewed. Yes. Broke is a schedule with no governor. Broke is a digital wallet on autopilot while your mind is on vacation. And I love you enough to tell you the truth. You have been funding your own devourer, not you, the one behind you. Don't look back. So draw a line. Tonight we trade excuses for evidence. We trade vibes for verification. We are going to measure. We are going to count. We are going to inspect and correct. Because when stewardship steps in, the leaks must step out. Everybody say inspect it. Say seal the leaks. Now prepare your heart because the audit begins. Now hear the foundation, because law explains why your leaks matter. Write this down. A kingdom is not a religion. A kingdom is a government, and governments manage resources. That means kingdom living is not superstition. It is stewardship and administration. Don't get quiet, say management. The King of Heaven is an economist. He doesn't fund confusion. He funds order. He does not reward desire. He rewards diligence. In a kingdom, access is administered through responsibility. That is why management is the gatekeeper of increase. Let's anchor it. Genesis 2:5. Read it when you get home. He didn't allow anything to grow on the earth because there was no man to work the ground. He didn't allow, he withheld. Not because he was stingy, but because there was no manager. The word work, write this down, means to cultivate, to develop, to make something better, to arrange, to manage. God tied growth to governance. Capacity precedes expansion. Provision waits on administration. If there is no steward, there will be no supply. That's not punishment, that's policy. So here is the non-negotiable. And I want you to say it out loud with me. God will never give you what you pray for. He will only give you what you can manage. Again, louder. Now listen to me. With love, this is protection. A good father does not hand car keys to a child who cannot read a gauge or obey a light. Withholding is safety. Delay is mercy. God is not ignoring your prayers. He is guarding his resources from your undisciplined system. He protects things from bad managers. He even fires them as the servant with the one talent. Heaven is not sentimental about stewardship. It is governmental. Write this down. Audit is a spiritual word. To audit means to number, to measure, to account, to give an accurate report of state. Heaven trusts measurable people. That's why there's a book called Numbers. That's why Jesus said, which of you intending to build does not first sit down and count the cost? Counting is not carnal. Counting is covenantal. Measurement is spiritual warfare. When you number, you govern. When you govern, God releases more. Faithfulness in little measurement qualifies you for much management. So if provision follows management, then the enemy's smartest attack is not always your paycheck, it is your management. He doesn't need to break your faucet if he can open your drain. He doesn't have to curse your field if he can distract your governor. Leaks are spiritual sabotage masquerading as normal life. Silent yeses, auto renewals, convenience that builds you for chaos. That is why we audit, because when we count, we confront. When we measure, we mature. And when we manage, heaven must release by law. Get your heart ready. The government of God is about to inspect your house. An increase is looking for a manager. Write this down. Audit like a governor. 3 accounts. Money, time, and appetite. Every leak hides in one of these. Every time. Say it with me. Money, time, appetite. Again, you cannot cast out what you refuse to count. Auditing is spiritual warfare through measurement. Don't get quiet. Take a breath and get your pen ready. What gets a number gets a boundary. And what gets a boundary gets a future. No vague spending. No vague time. No vague cravings. Account number 1, money. Your money ledger answers 3 questions every day. What entered? What exited? Where is it assigned? Kingdom people don't let dollars wander. We deputize them. Every dollar needs a job before it shows up, or it will join the circus and leave town. So for 7 days, build a leak log. Every transaction, I don't care if it's $1 for gum, record it. Every subscription, write it by name, by date, by amount. Every impulse buy, tag it with the emotion that drove it. Every late fee, every penalty, every delivery fee, circle them in red. Export your bank statement, print it or screenshot it. Some of you are anointed to shout, but you can't find your receipts. Not you, the one behind you. Management requires evidence. Evidence is the language of government. Account number 2, time. Time is your primary capital. Money is time converted. If you mismanage hours, your money will testify against you. For 7 days, from wake to sleep, block your hours. Color code them. Income, work, maintenance, errands, chores, growth, reading, skill, exercise, worship, family, rest. Then mark your waste scrolls, binges, idle chatter, reactive emergencies you created last week. Write this down. Your calendar is your character in numbers. No vague time. From 9:05 you are employed. From 5:12 you are deployed. If your evenings have no assignment, expect your money to report absent. A tithe of your day is 2 hours and 40 minutes. Assign it to your purpose. Count it. Schedule it, guard it. Account number 3, appetite. Desire is an account. Craving, spend capital. When appetite governs you, money cannot follow you. Money follows discipline. For 7 days, maintain an urge, log. Every time you feel like buying, eating, scrolling, swiping, record the time, the trigger, the feeling, and the cost. If you obeyed it, rate the urge 1-5. Anything above a 3 gets a 2-4-hour delay rule. Write this down. No vague cravings. Numbers humble appetites. When you number an urge, you move it from impulse to governance. Now, the protocol. 7 days. 1 small notebook or the notes app on your phone. 3 tabs. Money, time, appetite. Record in the moment. Don't trust memory. Memory is a dishonest accountant. At day's end, review and total. Ask 3 questions. What repeated? What surprised me? What can stop tomorrow? Then, here's the bridge. Circle every charge that occurred without your active consent. If money is leaving while you sleep, the first leak has introduced itself. Auto renewals. Silent yes agreements. We'll expose it next. But hear me. What you count, you can confront. What you confront, you can correct. What you correct, God can increase. Count it. Govern it. Then watch heaven fund the manager. Leak number 1, autopilot spending. Write this down. Anything that charges you repeatedly without review is a leak masquerading as convenience. Say it louder. These are silent yes agreements, covenants you made once that now tax your future every 30 days. You clicked agree at midnight with a coupon in your eye, and a company has been harvesting your tomorrow ever since. You forgot. They didn't. They drafted your vision while you slept. Subscriptions are modern covenants. Auto renew is a vow. In the kingdom, covenants demand review. Only fools bind their future to what they no longer use. Stewardship means intentional allocation. Explain it or eliminate it. If you cannot tell me what it is, what it does, when you last used it, and how it serves your assignment, you are not a manager, you are a donor to someone else's system. Don't get quiet. Not you, the one behind you. I won't look. Now we audit, write every subscription by name, amount, billing, date, and platform. Streaming, music, fitness apps, cloud storage, software, premium news, gaming passes, beauty boxes, newsletters, premium filters for the selfies you don't even post. Write them all. Next, categorize each one. Necessity, productivity, entertainment, vanity, necessity, insurance, essential utilities, the tool your business runs on. Productivity, software and storage you use weekly that multiplies time or income. Entertainment, joy, but budgeted joy. Vanity, ego on a monthly plan. Then interrogate them. For each line, ask, when did I last use it? Did it make me money, save me meaningful time, or serve my family's mission? Is there duplication? Am I paying for 3 platforms that do the same thing? Could a free tier or annual plan cut the cost? Could we share a family plan and cut 3 down to 1? If you can't answer, that line is guilty until proven valuable. Write this down. Explain or cancel. No more ghost charges. Action. Cancel or consolidate. Tonight, set a 1 in, 1 out law. No new subscription enters this house without one exiting. Enforce a 30-day probation on every survivor. If it's not touched with purpose in 30 days, it's evicted. Create a renewal calendar alert 7 days before the draft. That is your courtroom. Each item must defend its citizenship monthly. Consider a 2-signature rule for anything over a set amount. No single impulse can bind the family's future. Upgrade to annual only if it saves at least 2 months and you have used it faithfully for 90 days. That's not stingy, that's government. Remember, money is attracted to management. Heaven will not sponsor auto waste. Anything you cannot explain is mismanagement, and God protects his resources from bad managers. Audit, cancel, consolidate. Seal this leak and you will hear something you haven't heard in a while. Silence on your statement where thieves used to speak. Now get ready, because the next leak is not monthly, it is random and emotional. Delivery buttons, instant rides, need it now, dings the fee schedule of laziness. We're going there next, don't get quiet. Leak number 2, convenience fees. Write this down. Convenience is not neutral. Without discipline, it becomes a fee-based form of laziness. Say it louder. Convenience is often outsourced discipline. You are paying extra to avoid planning. You didn't buy a sandwich. You purchased disorganization with a side of fries. Don't get quiet. Not you, the one behind you. Let me show you the math, because numbers don't lie. They prophesy. Delivery fee, $4.99. Service fee, $3. Small order penalty, $2. Deep bathroom, that's $13.99 to move food 10 blocks. Do that 3 times a week, $41.97. 4 weeks, $167.88. 12 months, $2,014.56. Write this down. Little by little works in reverse too. Proverbs says, wealth grows little by little. Leakage grows the same way. Now rides base fare $8, booking fee $2, surge X1, 5 ads $5. 1 late trip $15. Do that twice a week, $30. 4 weeks, $120. Add it to food delivery. You're quietly tithing to laziness at $287 a month, $3,444 a year. That's a plot of land deposit where I come from. You're not broke. Your system is bleeding from 1,000 just this once. Identity check. Look at me with love. You want miracles, but you refuse management. You praying for God to multiply fish while you're paying surge pricing because you won't leave 12 minutes earlier. Miracles cancel management when they become a lifestyle. God does not fund irresponsibility. He funds stewardship. Heaven will not subsidize your lateness. Operational fix. Write this down. Replace impulse with schedule. 1. Meal plan every 7 days. Decide the menu once. Eat on purpose daily. 2. Batch cook twice a week. 2 hours on Sunday, 1 hour on Wednesday. Portion, label, freeze. Transport, discipline in containers. 3. 1 delivery day per month max. Treat, not pattern. Budget it and celebrate it. 4. Build a go bag. Refillable water bottle, protein snacks, fruit, gum, $20 cash. Thirst and hunger are expensive when you meet them at a counter. Commute governance. Set alarms 20 minutes ahead. Preload transit cards. Map parking the night before. If you must ride, share, group errands, and go off peak, no surge. Turn off one click. Remove save cards from shopping apps. Friction is your friend. It slows fools and funds managers. 7. Institute a 24-hour rule on anything. Instant. Add to a list, not to a cart. Buy only on scheduled purchase days. Create a convenience envelope with a fixed monthly cap. When it's empty, your laziness budget is over. Intelligence must begin. Write this down. Plan beats pay. Order is cheaper than urgency. If you kill $40 a week of convenience creep, that's $160 a month, $1,920 this year. Assign it. $960 to debt kill, $960 to a land fund. Money is attracted to management. It flees confusion. Now here the transition. When you stop paying the streets to solve what your calendar should, you'll notice a deeper insult to the king waste in your own house. Jesus said, pick up every crumb. We go in there next. Don't move. Don't get quiet. Pick up every crumb. Pick up every crumb. That wasn't a cute afterthought. That was a royal protocol. Write this down. Jesus fed 5,000 as a management seminar with a miracle lab. Watch the order. He sat them down in groups of 50s and hundreds. Organization. He delegated to the disciples distribution lines, not chaos, delegation. He broke, he blessed, he handed it to managers. Stewardship in motion. Distribution. And when abundance hit the grass, he issued a command, gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost. That is not suggestion, that is law. Excess without governance becomes offense. Don't get quiet. Heaven hates waste. Waste is not small. Waste is a spiritual violation of stewardship. Write this down. Waste is paying for what you do not fully use. It is food you throw away because you didn't plan your meals. It is produce you buy for the photograph and bury for the funeral in the crisper. It is clothes with tags aging in your closet like museum pieces. It is duplicate tools in the garage because you didn't look for the first one. It is subscriptions you renewed but don't redeem. It is cloud storage charging you to forget your own duplicates. Waste is mismanagement turned into a bill. So we ordered the house. Say it, ordered the house. Pantry and fridge first. Pull everything out. Date it. Line it up. What expires in the next 7 days gets a plan tonight. Soup, stir fry, salad, smoothie. One shelf rule. Write it down. See it or lose it. If it's not on the visibility shelf, it doesn't get bought again. Label bins. Breakfast, proteins, produce, ready to eat, leftovers by day. FIFO, first in, first out. Schedule a weekly waste review. Friday fridge review, 10 minutes. Trash is a testimony. Read it. If you threw it, you funded it. Closet audit, next. Everything you haven't worn in 12 months is inventory, not identity. Categorize, keep, tailor, sell, donate. Repair before replace. Sew the button. Fix the zipper. Resole the shoe. Write this down. Stewardship maintains before it acquires. Garage audit. If you own 3 hammers and can't find one, you're not handy, you ungoverned. Create label zones, tools, seasonal, sports, maintenance, clear bins, big labels. A place for everything or it doesn't belong to you. Digital audit, yes, your phone leaks too. Delete duplicates, consolidate cloud drives, cancel extra storage you only needed because you wouldn't curate. Archive or export what must be kept. The rest is renting space in your future. Unmanaged files force you to buy more capacity. Capacity you don't manage either. Write this down. Unreviewed digital clutter creates financial clutter. Now the economics. If you throw away $20 of food each week, that's $80 a month, $960 a year. That is a debt kill or a down payment seed. Leftovers are not shame. Leftovers are capital. Plan them, label them, eat them on purpose. Jesus didn't feed the next crowd out of the sky. He taught his team to feed tomorrow from today's fragments. That's kingdom. Gather, store, assign. I love you enough to say it plain. Some of you don't need more income. You need to stop insulting God with waste. Money is attracted to management. When you pick up crumbs, heaven trusts you with loaves. Seal this leak and you will discover surplus you already own disguised as order. Now, hear me. The next leak is quieter than a spoil alert. Waste is physical. The next one is invisible interest, late fees and penalties. That is the tax you pay for disorganization. Order is cheaper than interest. We go in there next. Don't get quiet. Leak number 4, interest, late fees, and penalties. Write this down. Interest is rent on your lack of patience. Late fees are taxes on forgetfulness. Say it again. Penalties are the price of unmanaged systems. Order is cheaper than interest. You are not only paying for products, some of you are renting yesterday's impulse and tithing to your own disorganization monthly. Don't get quiet, not you, the one behind you. The scripture calls it by its name. Proverbs 22:7. The borrower is servant to the lender. Servitude rarely starts with a mansion mortgage. It begins with a missed sale bill, a forgotten card minimum, a harmless overdraft. One small unmanaged bill becomes a chain around a vision. Heaven doesn't want you as a servant to systems. You are a governor, but governors must manage calendars, not just shout scriptures. God will not fund confusion. He funds order. Let's expose the mechanics. A credit card at 24%, APR on a $1,000 balance pay, only the minimum. You could send $600, $800 in interest before you see daylight. That's rent you pay to impatience. Overdraft fees, $35 a swipe just to borrow. $12 of timing, 3 accidental swipes in a weekend. That's $105 to teach you a lesson you refuse to schedule. Late fee on the utility, $10. On the card, $39. On the car, $75. Add insufficient funds, penalties, and you are paying a second bill you didn't order. Write this down. Your bank's profit report is a mirror of your habits. The fee generator in your house is not a demon. It's a calendar with no governor. So we audit like kings. Open a sheet. Column 1, creditor name. 2, total balance. 3, interest rate, APR. 4, minimum payment. 5, due date. 6, automatic, yes, no. 7, notes, promos, penalties, grace period. Now list your fee generators, overdrafts, late fees, annual fees, penalties, last 90 days, total them. That total is your disorganization tax. Look at it, feel it, repent with a plan. Identify every rate above 10% mark in red. High interest is an emergency, not background noise. And check your statements for payment posting delays. Some of you are paying late because you send money on the due date instead of before the processing cutoff. Knowledge is cheaper than interest. Systems fix, write this down. Automate the minimums. Schedule the attack. Set auto pay for at least the minimum on every account to kill late fees permanently. Then create a due date calendar with alarms 7 and 3 days prior. Align drafts to 2 pay cycles. Call and move due dates if necessary. Weekly finance meeting, same day, same hour, 20-30 minutes. 2 questions. What is due in 7 days? What rate can be reduced this week? Call your creditors, negotiate rates, ask for fee reversals, request hardship or loyalty reductions, close overdraft pathways, opt out. A declined card is cheaper than a $35 lesson. Build a bill pay station, one folder, one login list, one checklist. If it's not on the list, it doesn't exist. Payment strategy, avalanche, or snowball. But pick one. Avalanche, highest interest first while paying minimums on the rest. Snowball, smallest balance first to gain momentum. Either way, no new debt while you're at war. Every recovered fee becomes principal, fire, redirect. Immediately, don't celebrate with a latte. Write this down. Order buys back authority. When you manage dates, dollars salute. Seal this leak and watch time return to you. Less stress, fewer calls, more cash flow. And hear me, the next leak is even trickier because it wears a smile. If fees are the price of disorganization, friendships can become the price of ungoverned boundaries. Relationships, spending, keeping up, guilt, giving, social pressure. If you don't manage your circle will manage your money. We going there next. Don't get quiet. Leak number 5, relationship spending. Write this down. If you don't manage your boundaries, other people will manage your money. Say it louder. Some of you are not broke, you are financing an image. You are paying monthly to look like you belong. You are buying a seat at tables that are allergic to your destiny. Don't get quiet. Not you, the one behind you. Look straight at me. You are sponsoring approval while postponing inheritance. Name it plainly. Brunches you can't afford to avoid judgment. Group trips that become credit card confessions. Gifts designed to buy acceptance, not express love. Weddings you travel to because you fear a text thread about you. Showers, tickets come through. Nights that cost you your tomorrow. Write this down. Guilt giving is not love. It is fair with a receipt. Generosity is planned, joyful, and mission aligned. Manipulation is rushed, emotional, and punishes no. Love has margins. Guilt has deadlines. Let's audit your circle like a governor. Open your bank statements for the last 90 days and tag every spend tied to people. Eating out, put a P by it. Gifts P, events P, travel P. Now add a second tag. Why? K for keeping up, G for guilt, B for buying acceptance, J for avoiding judgment, M for mission, true generosity, and F for family covenant. Next to each, write the emotion you felt when you swiped pressure, fear, shame, joy, purpose. If the top emotions are pressure and fear, you are being taxed by an idol called approval. Write this down. Any relationship that requires your financial disobedience is not a friendship, it is a fee. Math moment, $60. Brunch weekly is $240 a month. $2,880 a year. 3 destination birthdays at $600 each is $1,800. Add just come out, nights at $40 twice a week, $320 a month, $3,840 a year. Quietly, you funded $8,520 of applause. That is not fellowship, that's financing theater. And heaven will not underwrite your performance. God funds stewardship, not the costume department. Boundary protocol governed with a purpose budget. Write this down. Purpose budget. Line 1, covenant giving, honor, family obligations, fixed monthly cap. Line 2, strategic generosity, sowing into assignments, mentors, true needs, fixed cap. Line 3, hospitality, social connection without debt, fixed cap. When a category is empty, the answer is not this month. No emotion, just policy. Install the 2-4-hour rule. No RSVP from the table. You do not commit under pressure. You check the purpose, budget, and the calendar. Script you know. I love y'all, but I'm building right now. Say it with me. I'm building right now. Again, if the relationship breaks because you practice self-government, it was a bill, not a friend. Upgrade the setting. Host strategically at home. Potluck over pressure. Coffee walks instead of steakhouse performance. Order water and wisdom. Leave early and on budget. Birthday law. Plan gifts annually, not emotionally. Set dollar ceilings per person and keep them. Never borrow to celebrate someone else's moment. Write this down. Debt is not a love language. Remember, money is attracted to management. When your yes is governed, your accounts stop hemorrhaging from applause. Seal this leak and your peace will come back with your cash flow. And hear me, after you silence the crowd outside, there is a louder voice within. Appetite, the inner governor. If you don't master it, it will master your money. We're going in there next. Don't get quiet. Appetite, the inner governor. Write this down. When appetite governs you, money cannot follow you. Money follows discipline. Say it louder. If your desires are the king of your house, your dollars will become fugitives. Don't get quiet. I love you. You don't have a money demon. You have an unmanaged appetite. You are not a victim of price tags. You are a prisoner of impulses. You refuse to count. Let me redefine a word religion made fuzzy. Greed is mismanagement of resources for personal benefit, appetite without government. Greed is taking what belongs to purpose and feeding a mood. Greed is slicing the inheritance of your children to buy a feeling for 15 minutes. It's not only Wall Street. Some of you turn your living room into a trading floor every time the card says, just add one more. Not you, the one behind you. Here's the cycle. Write it down. Stress, desire, purchase, relief, regret, repeat. That's not stewardship. That's self-medication with a receipt. The issue is not the item. It is the unmanaged emotion. You are trying to buy peace, purchase identity, swipe away boredom. Retail therapy is not therapy. It's an invoice for unprocessed feelings. Peace is not in the package. It is in governance. So we audit the appetite. Identify your top impulse category: clothes, gadgets, decor, snacks, apps, limited drops you can't miss. Track your triggers for 7 days. Time, late night purchases, shout louder, mood lonely, anxious, celebratory, location, your couch with a show on, the mall after work, unscrolling patterns. Which accounts wake your wanting? Write this down. Names break spells. When you name the trigger, you reclaim the wheel. Install the 2-4-hour rule for all non-essentials. If it is not oxygen, medicine, or mission critical, it waits. Add a 7-2-hour rule for anything over your preset threshold. Want it? Fine. Prove it to tomorrow's you. Replace appetite with architecture. Cash envelope for personal spending. Set a monthly cap. When the envelope is empty, the appetite has met its master. Delete stored cards from browsers and apps. Friction is your friend. It slows, fools, and funds managers. Turn off one click. Unfollow and mute trigger accounts. The influencers who convert your destiny into their affiliate link do not love your future. Unsubscribe from marketing emails that tell you what you need after watching you breathe. Create buying windows, 2 days a month only. Everything you think you need goes to a list. On buying day, you shop the list, not your feelings. If it didn't make the list, it doesn't make the cart. Write this down. Make tomorrow your accountability partner. 2 signature law over your threshold. Spouse, mentor, or your own 2-4-hour self. Wish list discipline. Park it 30 days. If you still want it and it aligns with assignment, hunt for it, used or discounted, pay cash, then retire something you own, 1 in, 1 out. Replace the dopamine. 5-minute walk, a glass of water, 10 push-ups, a psalm, a call to a builder friend. Train your brain to associate stress relief with stewardship, not swiping. Tie time to your purpose, 2 hours, 40 minutes daily. A busy vision is an anesthetic against foolish spending. Listen, money is attracted to management. Appetite is a terrible accountant. It spends your principal and calls it I deserve. You are a governor, not a consumer. Govern your cravings and your cash will salute. Seal this leak and you will discover margins where panic used to live, peace where packages used to pile. Now brace yourself, because the last leak wears church clothes. It prays loud and plans little. It buys lottery tickets and calls it hope. Miracle dependence, gambling habits, and waiting for rescue. God does not fund irresponsibility. He funds stewardship. We are going there next. Don't get quiet. Miracles are not a management plan. Write this down. Miracle dependence trains laziness and postpones maturity. Say it louder. If you need an event every week to survive the same mismanagement you refuse to correct, you are not spiritual. You are addicted to rescue. Don't get quiet. Not you, the one behind you. I love miracles. I believe in them. But listen carefully. Miracles are God's emergency intervention, not his daily governance strategy. When miracle seeking becomes a lifestyle, it cancels management. Heaven will not underwrite your refusal to grow up. Read the pattern. Genesis 2-5. He didn't allow anything to grow because there was no man to work to manage the ground. No manager, no growth. Luke 16, faithful with little, ruler over much. That is not a revival service. That is a spreadsheet with character. Proverbs says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit. The kingdom works by seed, time, diligence, stewardship. Say it, seed, time, diligence, stewardship. Not shortcuts, not superstition, not scratch-offs dressed up as hope. So we audit your shortcuts. Write this down. Name every rescue fantasy, lottery tickets, scratch-offs, weekly pools at work, sports betting, parlays, fantasy leagues with entry fees you call fun. It's tuition to the school of delay. Casino apps on your phone, delete them tonight. High risk speculation you don't understand, day trading on vibes, options with no plan, crypto you can't explain to a 12-year-old, quick flips with no skill, flipping houses without a contractor, flipping sneakers without inventory systems. Stop calling gambling entrepreneurship. And church folk, hear me, with love, you cannot tip God with a last-minute seed to compensate for chronic mismanagement. He funds stewardship, not bribes. Action protocol, 30-day no-luck fast. Say it, no luck. Uninstall betting and casino apps. Self-exclude where the law allows. Cancel lottery auto buys. Block gambling sites on all devices. 2 signature rule for any opportunity, promising fast returns. Every dollar you used to burn on tickets becomes an automatic transfer. Split 3 ways. Emergency fund, debt kill, land fund. Write this down. Redirect fantasy into formation. Build capacity. Stop seeking rescue. Start increasing skill. Enroll in a course that serves your assignment accounting basics, project management, a trade, coding, copywriting, sales, negotiation. Apprentice under someone who has receipts. Tithe your time 2 hours, 40 minutes a day to your deployment. From 9-5 you are employed. From 5-12 you are deployed. Document your systems, checklists, calendars, SOPs. Diligence is not a feeling. It is repeatable behaviors scheduled on purpose. Identity upgrade, say this with me. I am a governor, not a gambler. Again, governors do not roll dice with destiny. We sow, we steward, we scale. We don't wait for rescue boats. We punctured with our own habits. We build ships. God does not fund irresponsibility. He funds stewardship. If you are tired of waving lottery tickets at heaven, pick up a pen and govern. When you stop feeding fantasy, peace will return with profit. Now, here the transition. Once the leaks are sealed, the flow must be redirected. Economizing is next, the protocol that turns fragments into seed and seed into ownership. Little by little makes it grow. Get ready to convert silence on your statement into capital for your future. Don't get quiet. Write this down. When leaks stop, seed appears. Economizing is the royal art of getting the maximum out of the minimum, extracting value from every fragment until little by little becomes much. Say economize. Again, this is not stinginess. This is strategy. You are not starving your life. You are feeding your future. Don't get quiet. Not you, the one behind you. Heaven does not multiply waste. It multiplies what managers gather, assign, and protect. Here is your 30-day leak seal plan. 30 days to shut the holes and convert silence on your statement into seed. Step 1, cancel and consolidate. Audit every subscription and recurring silent yes. If it doesn't serve mission, cancel it. Consolidate platforms. One cloud, one music, one video. Negotiate rates, cut duplicates, and move due dates to 2 cycles you can actually govern. Write this down. If it doesn't have a job, it doesn't get a check. Step 2, set boundaries. Install the purpose budget we built. Covenant giving, strategic generosity, hospitality, social. Scripture note, I'm building right now. No RSVP from the table. Pressure is not policy. Step 3, automate and align. Auto pay at least the minimums to assassinate late fees. Align drafts to your paydays. Set alarms 7 and 3 days prior. Weekly finance meeting, same day, same hour, 20 minutes. 2 questions. What is due? What rate drops this week? Step 4, cash friction for your leak categories. Food on the go, impulse, entertainment. Use envelopes with fixed caps. Remove saved cards from browsers. Turn off one click. A little friction today buys freedom tomorrow. Step 5, waste elimination. Pick up every crumb. Friday fridge review. FIFO pantry. Plan leftovers into meals. Repair before replace. A tidy house is a quiet invoice. Now the math, because numbers preach. $5 a day redirected is $150 a month. 12 months, $1,800. That is not coffee, that is capital. Option A, emergency fund. In 10 months, you have $1,500. 1 true month of expenses for many of you. 12 more months, you had $3,600. Breathing room. Option B, debt snowball. $150 extra against a 24% card. Cuts years and hundreds in interest order is cheaper than interest. Option C, down payment fund. Stack $150 plus the $160 you save killing convenience and the $80 you rescued from waste. That's $390 a month, $4,680 a year. 2 years, $9,360. Where I come from, that's a real deposit on real dirt. Write this down. Seed is small daily obedience, not giant occasional hype. Accountability time. Stewardship thrives in light. Appoint a management partner, spouse, trusted friend, mentor. Every Sunday night you review the log together. What was canceled, what was saved, what was assigned. No secrets, no shame, just governance. Post a scoreboard, fees avoided, debt killed, seed stacked. Celebrate management, not purchases. If you fall, you don't hide. You report and reset. Say it, report and reset. Listen, governors, money is attracted to management. Heaven will not fund confusion. It will resource order. Economizing is your daily worship in numbers, assigning every recovered dollar to a mission. When the leaks are sealed, you don't upgrade lifestyle, you upgrade legacy. Because this is not the finish line. This is the funnel. Next, we aim the surplus at land, inheritance, and generational stewardship from survival to ownership, from leftovers to legacy. Don't get quiet. We're about to buy the future. Now we aim the river. Write this down. Prosperity is not consumption. Prosperity is capacity. Capacity to steward, to provide, to end cycles, to start inheritances. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Say children's children. That is 2 generations minimum. If your vision stops at your closet or your car, you are thinking too small to interest heaven. God funds management for legacy, not merch. Don't get quiet. Asset law, read it with me. Stop pouring money into depreciating appetites. Start moving toward appreciating productive assets. First step is not granite counters, it is stability. 1 month emergency fund, then 3, then 6. Write it down, 1, 3, 6. That is not fear, that is governance. Then debt freedom. Kill the high interest parasites first. When interest stops eating your tomorrow, you will taste surplus. Surplus is not for a bigger lifestyle. It is for bigger ownership. Land lands on everything. You are not wealthy until you own land. Real estate is called estate because it's the only estate that's real. Set a property vision. Starter options, land lot, condo, small, single family, or better yet, a duplex, so one side pays the note. Pick a target, zip, study prices, meet a banker in daylight with your plan. Write this down. Vision makes banks listen. Build a land fund line in your budget, automated the same day you are paid. If you don't pay the land fund first, something else will collect it, masquerading as urgent. Credit is not mystery, it is math and management. On time is on time, auto pay minimums. Alarm 7 and 3 days. Keep utilization under 30% total and under 10% on any one line. Write it down. 10% is favor. Don't close your oldest account. Age is a friend. Dispute errors. Add a small secured card or build a loan if you're thin, but treat it like glass clear, seen and handled gently. In 90 days of order, your score will salute. Remember, God will not fund confusion, He funds order. Role upgrade. From 9-5, you are employed. From 5-12, you are deployed. Deploy into skill. What problem can you solve after hours that pays you for years? Accounting basics, a trade, sales, coding, media, project management. Pick one and get receipts. Assign that income to the land fund, not to snacks and sneakers. 2 signatures on purchases above your threshold. Your future and your present must both agree. Time tied 2 hours and 40 minutes daily to your assignment. A busy builder has no time to be broke. Aim the surplus with milestones. Milestone 1, fully fund 1 month emergency. Milestone 2, kill highest interest debt while maintaining the fund. Milestone 3, grow to 3 months. Milestone 4, pre-approval readiness. Down payment target, closing cost cushion, credit shape, documents filed. Milestone 5, acquire wisely. House hack if possible. Fix what you can, rent what you don't use, steward what you own. Write this down. Ownership turns expenses into employees. We close with accountability. The 7 leaks, say them with me. Autopilot spending, convenience fees, waste in the house, interest and penalties, relationship spending, appetite mismanagement, miracle dependence. Write them again. Circle the ones that are yours. Start tonight. Cancel, cap, calendar, cook, call, cut, and commit. Money is attracted to management. When you govern the flow, heaven entrusts you with rivers. I commission you as governors. Move from survival to inheritance. Buy the future. Bless your children's children and make your last name a shelter. Don't get quiet. Go home and start.